Today is Ice Cream Sunday, and instead of doing a sermon for the adults or a sermon for the children, we try to do this middling thing where we hope that everybody gets something out of it. And the adults seem to like it a lot, so I don't know what that says about you or me, but that's okay. So when we heard from Paul's letter to the church at Corinth, it was his first letter. He wrote two. He wanted to encourage the people of Corinth, and they had some issues, and they had some good things happening and some things that, Paul thought should be corrected, and so he wrote to them several times. And the first thing that we hear in the letter is he's saying, this is who I am. I'm an apostle. I have authority. I have authority to write you this letter. And so you need to listen to me. Which is, if we read the first reading from Isaiah, that's what Isaiah says to the people, is listen to me. I have something to say. Paul's doing the same thing. Listen to me. I have something that you need to pay attention to. And then he reminds the people of the faithfulness of God. He tells them, God is faithful. You know this. You've experienced this in your midst, and God is faithful. And then he tells the people, you have all you need to be faithful. You don't need anything else. You have all the things you do to do this work that God has called you to do. And then we get to John's Gospel, and there's a line in John's Gospel that I really love, and it's this invitation that Jesus says. He says, come and see. Come and see what is happening amongst God's people. And so I ask you this morning, and particularly the children, but anybody is welcome to answer. So why would we ask someone to come and see? What is it that we have here or have to offer? What is it that we would invite someone to come and see? Fellowship? Ministry? Expand? What do you mean when you say ministry? Okay. The love we show for one another and for God. God's love. What else? Care we show, the love and care we show for our youth through programming and just being friends, caring for each other. Someone else? Hey. Yes. How to teach others how to be kinder to other people. That's a wonderful thing to do. Anything else? Belief. Belief in what? Belief in what? Belief in God. And then a commitment to the community, not just this place, but this place. The whole place, the whole world, all of God's people, but particularly in this place where we're called to serve, here in the church, but here in the Grand Valley. And we do that. So all of the things you've mentioned, if we invited people to come, they could come and see it. They could experience it here because we do those things. We attempt to the best of our ability to be faithful, to care for each other as we care for the community and the world. We reach out in love to help those in need. And my hope is that if we invited someone here, they could begin to experience that faith, to experience that love and that care that Jesus' first disciples experienced as he ministered to them. In John's Gospel, we hear about Jesus' baptism. Last week, we heard from Matthew about Jesus' baptism. And John talks about who Jesus is. John the Baptizer talks about who Jesus is, and the people get excited about that, and they come and they see. They come and they see, and they experience this ministry of Jesus, this faith, this love, this hope that he is spreading amongst the people. And so, as Jesus was baptized, we too are baptized, and we share in that ministry of Jesus. We too have that responsibility. We too have been given the responsibility to invite others to come and to see. And then to live out in our baptism the ministry of Jesus. When people show up to love and to care and to share the faith that we practice, to share the faith that we hold dear to us, to be a place of healing and wholeness and wellness, of flourishing, and then to take that hope and that love and to go back out into the world and share it amongst all of God's people. The first disciples invited others to come and to see so they might experience faith, hope, and love in this community that was gathered around Jesus. And we too are a community that is gathered around Jesus, around his life, his death, his resurrection, and ascension. And we are all chosen. We are all chosen. Just as God's first people were chosen, we too are chosen. In fact, all of the world's people are chosen. They just don't know it yet. That's why we have to go out and invite them in so that they can come and see. We are named at baptism, and we are marked. We are marked what? As Christ's own forever. And what a wonderful gift that is. And we need to share that with others. So now we have our chance to invite others to come and to see. To come and to see. We have been given all that we need. Like the people in Corinth, we have all that we need to do this work. And now it's our job to figure out how we can do that in the world. And for this we give thanks to God. Amen.